For last, we have what we call the goal setting plan, or also known as plan for my future. So here, the same thing, you're gonna have to do the student name on the top, and the date when this form is going to be completed or is being completed. And then you're gonna have to do kind of like on the third page of the registration form, you're gonna have to put the date when the test was given, what type of test was given to the student, what is the scale score, and the functioning level. So I'm not gonna go ahead and explain you more on this one because I already did a little bit, but if you have more questions, just feel free to give us a call. Also, just as one last thing in this assessment section, you have the DOS, or also known as domain of significance. And this is basically the lowest score of the student. It is not something you determine, it's something that the team system will determine. And the only way to know this is verifying once the student is being already registered. So try not to be a savvy and put whatever you think is the lowest. There is certain more specific questions to the goal setting. For example, my career goal is, and the student will write down the answer to that one, or they could say, I don't have a career goal yet, but I would like to explore the following fields, and they will have to write them down. It also asks you what education and training is required for the goal that you have chosen. So if you know the answer or certain things that are required, you can go ahead and write them down. If you're not sure, you can just go ahead and advise the student. This form can be done in a group setting, but make sure that you do review it individually before it is turned in. Point number 2, we have education questions. What do I want to achieve in these adult education programs? Again, I know the students want to achieve a lot of things here, but let's keep it realistic on things that they can actually achieve. So if you're not training them for getting a citizenship, don't have them put that as part of their goals, because you're really not training them for citizenship. Point B, have I made time in my schedule to attend class and study? This is something a student has to ask themselves. Do I have enough time, and have I already looked at my schedule to make sure that I will make it to class every day for study? So make sure that the students are answering these things, and if they have any trouble with this, and if they have things they want to discuss with you, please make sure you advise them on this section as well. What things will make it difficult to achieve my education goals? Here is where we commonly hear the students with all the problems they have for attending class, and here is where we are going to be able to do those referrals and all the different things we can guide the students with to make sure that we eliminate as many barriers as we can, so the students don't find it difficult to attend to class and achieve their goals. On the second page of the goal setting, it's based on more of just like goals. We have short-term goals and also long-term goals, and there is certain specifications on the short-term goals. It asks the students to make 4 different goals in the different type of areas, like educational, career, family, or life goals, and that the student is hoping to accomplish within the next year. So that's the difference between the long-term goal that the student has between 2 to 5 years to achieve this one. The short term is only within the next year. You don't have to have in a specific date for when the student wants to achieve this goal, but it will be very important to have at least the month and the year when the student is expecting to achieve the goals they wrote in section 1 through 4. So long-term goals, it also has the same. You can choose educational, career, family, or life. Try to keep the students within the educational, which is what we can help them with, and their career. It's mostly what we work with them on. And also, same, they're going to choose between 1 and 4 goals that they can possibly achieve within the next 2 to 5 years. And also the dates for when they are hoping to achieve the goal by. And this last section in the second page is the miscellaneous assessment results. So if you're giving a students assessments for maybe just educational during the classroom to see how much they have progressed, but not the actual progress test, you can go ahead and write them down here in this section. In most cases, we will not have testing like that, but if you do quizzes and stuff like that you want to give the students a score, you can feel free to go ahead and put it on this section. The last page is the midterm goal review. So after the students have most commonly completed 40 hours in the classroom, they will be done a goal review where you will use the original goal setting plan and review it with the student, making sure that if the goals are still the same, you make those notations, or if the students have made adjustments to those goals, that's also being notated, and that if the students have taken progress tests, they have been reviewed and notated in this page as well as in the system. Materials, methods, confirmation. If the students have any activities that they require materials for, and anything they may like or not like about what they're doing, also that you are being made aware of this, that you actually know about these issues. The plan review, the point number 4, if you are going to make any changes at all, you're going to go ahead and make all adjustments and write them down in this section. Or also, if you have materials, method adjustments, you go ahead and put them here. If you have commitments, just go ahead and put them on this last section. And with that, we finish with our goal setting page. So with that, we're done. Thank you for watching this video, and hope you gain a lot of learning here.